IVM.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into A Show About Crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM Podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
Here's your smart fact of the day. Hey, so what is an influencer? An influencer is a platform agnostic term. It describes anyone who leverages social media to grow a following and exerts influence over that following in order to make money. An influencer might be that teenager who blows up on Instagram for making viral makeup tutorials and starts then selling beauty products via sponsored posts. Essentially, they are the ones who are trying to build a following for themselves and then leveraging that following through brands that sponsor them. But that's very different from a creator. Hey there, welcome to Smarter with Sid. And in today's episode, what we are trying to figure out is what's the difference between a creator and an influencer, and what is the future of a creator versus an influencer? Who's going to prevail across social media landscapes in days to come? Let's find out. But for this, we have to understand what a creator is, like the way in which we've understood what an influencer is. In fact, the creator started off as a YouTube star. A YouTube star was somebody who had been kind of blessed by YouTube for creating content, received an advance on the kind of money that they will receive for ads sponsoring their content, and therefore populating YouTube with a lot of great stuff. On its platform, because in 2011 YouTube was known for its cat videos and nonsensical stuff like this, and they wanted to have a change. They wanted to have some better content on their platform. So the word YouTube star soon morphed into content creator, which soon morphed into creator, and this continued its merry way till YouTube actually had a problem. It started pulling out advertising and started creating more stringent rules for these creators. These creators got panicky and started moving to different other platforms, and they started going to, let's say, Instagram, and they started going to other places just in order to make sure that all of their eggs were not in the YouTube basket. This led to the term creator, content creator or creator. Now, this is very different from an influencer. How so, you say? Let's figure this one out. An Instagram influencer, for example, is somebody who is trying to build up her audience first, a community of sorts, through the sheer weight of her personality, her good looks, and her ability to keep attention engaged on themselves, and therefore wield a lot of influence. And then over a period of time, they are showcasing this influence to brands and then getting brands to sponsor them and their content. Yes, they are creating content, but it is personality first or model-like good looks first. And on the other hand, if you look at content creators, they could be stand-up comics, or they could be, chefs, or they could be some other people. And their business model is very different. While they do appreciate brands sponsoring them, what they are trying to do is they are trying to get advertising revenue, or they are trying to actually create their living beyond that platform. They are actually doing something else. They are trying to actually go beyond the force of their personality and trying to find appreciation for their content. Of course, it's a spectrum, you might argue, because an influencer eventually is creating content, and an influencer might also be looking at developing content which is very creative and original by nature. But the fact is that as Will Smith or an Amitabh Bachchan, who is a celebrity, can end up being a very quick influencer on Instagram without really creating too much of original content. Of course, Will Smith isn't, but you know what I mean. A celebrity can get away by just pulling through with the power of their already, amazing personality and stature. On the other hand, creators are the ones who are not really interested in building that community of fan following or those star-struck, people who are following them across platforms and the rest of it. What they are doing is that they are creating a certain type of content to be consumed by people who are visiting that platform. Therein, I think, lies the difference. It is an ideological difference more than anything else, because otherwise there can be a lot of similarities. What do you think then is the future of an influencer or the future of a creator? Well, I think an influencer is currently enjoying life, but might be darker days ahead for an influencer because of the fact that people are getting sophisticated about an influencer and whatever stuff they're peddling across platforms, because people are getting sophisticated just exactly the way in which they do about advertising. So what I mean is that the way they feel about advertising is that the same way that they will feel about most influencers. On the other hand, if you're a creator and if your content is being consumed, you can also operate in an ad-free environment if you require. And you can also operate with the known certainty that your content is being consumed even if there is no ad-oriented support for it. Now, the fact remains that creators are going to find it damn difficult, and so they're not going to get easy access to fame, glory, and money as influencers do. But in the long run, it seems to be an emerging trend for creation or creators rather than influence or influencers across social media platforms. We will be looking at various creators actually coming out and using these platforms for their content rather than wait for a break on a film or a break for a stand-up gig or anything of that sort. And we are seeing this sort of action flow out already. In fact, what I see as the future of all of this stuff is an interesting mix. I see platforms using mega influencers for actually promoting themselves. Like, a TikTok might identify 10 influencers who've got these amazing communities and get them to kind of stand for their platform. So it is with YouTube, so it is with so many other platforms. And then you might have these creators who come in who are not these mega influencers, but they might be influencers of some note, but they're creators first, or they might be micro influencers or whatever you might want to call them, but they're creators first, and they might be actually adopted by brands very rapidly. I mean, in the future, you might actually have a brand who makes the decision to support 10, creators who have 50,000 followers each over one mega influencer who has 500,000 following, just because they know the kind of engagement that creators get and the kind of brand story that they can weave, across their landscape. The creator's landscape can be really, really amazing and different as compared to an influencer's typical boxing and unboxing of things. So clearly you do realize that I am being a little biased towards creators over here, but it is just a turn of the tide over here. And this tide can change again and again. Through the cyclical nature of events, you can have influencers come up on top. We shall be reviewing this, of course. We shall be reviewing this as days pass by, because none of these truths on Smarter with Sid, the stuff that we are exploring, are permanent. They are relative, and they help us gain an advantage relatively in the landscape that we are in currently. All these definitions are not watertight. They are across the spectrum, and they are just serving as indicators for us to navigate what is going on in this wonderful new creator economy. In fact, I was part of this great panel which we had recently at MICA, wherein I was moderating a bunch of creators and asking them how they went about their business. And it is from this particular discussion that I'm getting all these wonderful insights from. So I hope you like this episode of mine between creators and influencers and the creator economy in general. And I hope that, we are all 1% smarter this week than what we were last week. That's the whole idea. Identify topics that we can get smarter with together. That 1% might eventually end up making a difference. So if you like my podcasts, well, then do follow me. I'm the Traveling Professor on LinkedIn and on YouTube Shorts and on Instagram. I don't think I'm an influencer. I think I'm certainly a creator. And if you like creations like these, just go and get the IVM stuff wherever you listen to your normal podcast from. There's wonderful, wonderful creativity out there.
Hey everybody, it's been a great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On The Habit Coach, Ashton is in conversation with Dre Baldwin, CEO of Work on Your Game, Inc. They discuss the athletic mindset and what it takes to be a great athlete. On All Things Policy, Arjun Garge speaks to Atish Padi about fantasy sport platforms and Karnataka's online gambling ban. On the Life Manifesto, Zarina decodes the concept of emotional maturity. I wonder what emotionally mature people really do. On Naan Kari, Sadaf and Archit are joined by author Sudha Menon. They discuss comfort food and Sudha's upcoming book. On Say No to Drama, Chetna cuts through the drama on Instagram posts and comments. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch, Kuber, Slay Coffee, Intel, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and Oxfam India. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Namaste, this is Cyrus Brocha. I am part of the government cancel culture program to remove rubbish off all the different streams available. So what we have is all the collected rubbish we put together on our show. It's called Cyrus Says. It's on IVM Podcast. You have to watch it and listen to it. It's on our app. It's on our website. It's on the YouTube channel. It's on Facebook. There are many different ways. Don't bother me and ask me how. You have to find out. We talk to different personalities. Many of them are known. Some are just people we meet downstairs and invite them up for chai. But the point is, it's fun and it's very therapeutic. So please join in and listen to Cyrus Says.